The beautifully designed Hefty circuit will be holding today's fourth event of the season, and boy do we have some storylines for this race, including two new drivers making their first start in the series. It was announced Jada Pavlicek will no longer compete in the Snapchat NASCAR Cup Series, and her team has suspended operations as of last week. They have been replaced by the number 47 team, and the driver will be Rebecca Olson, and no better place to start your first race than on the front row. She was drawn to start on the front row alongside pole winner Carly Jones driving for Subway in today's race. And Rebecca is not the only one making their first start today. Derek Farabee, as we stated last week, will substitute for the concussed Mason Dolbeck. Unfortunately, the random number generator decided that he should have a bit more work to do to win this race, as he starts on the 5th row next to Kendrick Hoos. So the question becomes, can these 12 drivers tame this triangle-shaped track? We will be finding out in a few moments, but before we do, let's head trackside for the 4th time this season to get these engines fired.
And now, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, retired 4-star General with the U.S. Army and former NATO Supreme Allied Commander Europe, Wesley Clark.
Drivers, start your Sunoco Green E15 powered engines made with American ethanol.
And that right there is how you get the engines roaring. And we're getting ready to race around the unique Hefty circuit triangle thingy-mabob. Yeah. Now let's check the starting grid. Carly Jones and newcomer Rebecca Olson are on the front row. Carter Jones and Austin File both return to their primary paint schemes this week and will both start on the 2nd row. In the 3rd row, we have Stephanie Magana, who has yet to finish a single race this season, and Jada Delvo, who won last week on the QNIR road course. Brady Wise and Ty Afner both on the 4th row and both continuing to hang strong in the point standings. Newcomer Derek Farabee starts next to Kendrick Hoos, who has finished in the top 3 of the past 2 races. The final row consists of Walker, who will drive for FedEx the first time this season, and next to the 7 of Gracie Mullet, who unfortunately seems to can't stop wrecking on the final lap of each race. As the cars begin pacing, here's a little compilation we put together of some of the past action that's occurred on this racetrack. I guess you can say we have high expectations for this event. 6 laps on this super speedway today. Practice number 1 was led by Brady Wise, and Aaron Walker found some speed in the 2nd practice session. 3 corners with 3 different designs on this racetrack. Mastering all corners will gain drivers ground on the rest of the field, so it's very important to master each and every corner. And now, they approach to the green flag here at Hefty Circuit. Carly Jones leads them. And here comes Carter Jones to the inside already, making it 3 wide for the lead. And he's going to grab it too from the 4 of Carly Jones, as Aaron Walker got a bit out of the groove there in the back. And Rebecca does the same. She's already fallen back to around the 7th position after starting on the front row. Magana moves up to 2nd as they battle 3 wide for 3rd. And here comes the 17 to the inside of the 62. That inside is very crucial at every one of these racetracks, it seems to be late. She can't quite clear him yet. See if he can do it off of the corner. Oh, there's contact. Into the wall they go. But they're still battling for the lead. And there's a crash. A huge one. Ty Hafner and Brady Wise. Ty Hafner really hard into that wall. And the caution is out. Obviously. As we see a replay, looks like the 7 car of Gracie Mullet just savage dumps the 69 of Ty Hafner into the outside wall. I don't know what was going on there, but that's what happened. On his side, Ty Hafner. Wow. And then poor Brady Wise couldn't quite get by there in time, and nails the outside wall as he got clipped by the 69. Carly Jones, Jada Delvo, and Derek Farabee barely getting by that one unscathed. Involved in the accident, Ty Hafner and Brady Wise are both out of this race, so that might be bad for them in the point standings. But fortunately, they're okay. The top 5 for this fourth lap restart will be Stephanie Begana, Carter Jones, Austin Fowle, Kendra Coos, and Gracie Mullet. They certainly could improve their point standing positions, and they have a great opportunity here today, now with those two out of the race. As we are back under the green flag, the 17 blocks, and the 5 of Kendra Coos did not get a good start. And the 62 goes to the lead on the outside. We have not seen that all season, I don't think, as the 12 goes around. Austin Fowle back into the pack. 5 cars in that one. Aaron Walker on top of the wall. Kendra Coos had that bad restart, and she got caught up in that one as well. And here's the replay. Looks like he just got loose under the 17 there. And he tried to save it, but couldn't quite. Loops it around and smacks the wall driver's side. That can be a tough hit sometimes. And then he doesn't get on the brake. I don't understand why Austin did not get on the brake. Comes down right into the 5, clips the 3, who goes on top of the wall by the end of all this. The 5 hits the inside wall, and the 4 and the 13 get caught up in their guys' mess. And this is going to be a red flag as the track is blocked. Lots of cleanup that will have to occur here. There were 4 cars that made it past this wreck, plus Derek Farabee, who had to stop and couldn't get by all of this before it all unfolded. You see the 62 is still in the lead, Carter Jones, with Stephanie Begana in the 17. They were both battling really hard, and it looks like we're going to see more of the same in these next 2 laps once we are back under the green flag. Gracie Mullet and Rebecca Olsen in her first ever start is still in this one. And we'll be back to racing as soon as we're done cleaning this up, but we'll be going to a commercial like right now, so stay tuned.
Whippy, whippy, whippy!
What the? What are you doing? Whoa! Ow! No!
Don't buy wimpy trash bags. Save money with Hefty.
Ma, you can't keep doing this.
That's your ma?
Yeah, and she's right. Hefty is a better deal.
Hefty, Hefty, Hefty!
Get Hefty Ultra Strong with Arm & Hammer odor control.
Ma, he can see you.
Hefty, Hefty, Hefty!
And there's your John Cena fix for the day. 4 of the 5 cars are out of this race after wrecking in that most recent accident. Aaron Walker will not be able to catch a break here today at Hefty Circuit. Carly Jones, after starting on the pole, will wreck out today. Kendra Coos and Austin Fowle will not be able to replicate their top 3 finishes from the previous week. Jada Delvo was able to repair her damage though, and being the point leader, that's going to be very beneficial for her and her team. The top 5 for this lap 5 restart will be Carter Jones, Stephanie Begana, Gracie Mullet, Rebecca Olsen, and Derek Farabee. As you see, half the field is in the garage already with 2 laps to go, as the other half has taken the green flag once again, and they jam up on the inside. Here comes Stephanie Begana to the outside. And there's a bit of contact. They're going to go 3 wide for the lead again. And the 18 gets turned into the wall in the back. He has damage. That's Derek Farabee. And they're coming to the final lap. And Gracie Mullet's going to get turned. The 47 gets collected, and the 13 at Jada Delvo's in the wall. The 18 of Derek Farabee pulls into the garage with his damage. Looks like he was going to attempt to repair it, but the caution is out now. As you see the replay here. It was before the restart line, so they're going to have another restart by the looks of it. As you see, Gracie Mullet getting turned there by Rebecca Olsen. And she could not correct it, and the 47 gets collected, and the 13, another innocent bystander in this wreck. And I'm actually getting word that Stephanie Begana might win this race under the caution. And she is. NASCAR has apparently decided that there's been enough carnage done to these teams. Therefore, Stephanie Begana will grab her first win of the series today at Hefty Circuit. And this is how she did it in the McDonald's win and moves of the race. She fought the 62 of Carter Jones hard all day, and she was able to outlast him. Such as strategies like putting him in the wall, of course. And then she held off Gracie Mullet as she got turned on the final lap. For the 3rd straight race, Gracie Mullet wrecked on the final lap, believe it or not. And you see right there as the caution came out, the 17 in front of the 62, that will allow her to grab her first victory and finish of the season so far. And this is just sad, honestly. Only 2 cars finished today's race. Rebecca Olson, though, in her first ever start, will finish 3rd, which is pretty impressive. And Derek Farabee finishes 6th in his first start, just outside the top 5. Gracie Mullet, as I stated, wrecked on the final lap for the 3rd straight week, and Jada Delvo, the point leader, will finish 4th. Carly Jones, after starting on pole, finished 7th. Austin File in 8th after today's wreck with Kendrick Hoos, Aaron Walker, and Carly Jones. And Brady Wise and Ty Hafner involved in that earlier wreck, that really hard wreck with Ty Hafner, will finish 11th and 12th. Here are the standings. Look at Stephanie Magana. She moves up 6 spots after leading 4 laps and winning today's race, with all the other people's misfortunes as well. So that is really good for her. She is suddenly in the championship picture after today's race. As you see, Jada Delvo is still holding on to the lead over Brady Wise. Carly Jones and Austin Fowle moving up a spot, and Kendrick Hoos remains in 6th. Ty Hafner, the unfortunate one after today's race, will move down 4 spots. Gracie Mullet stays in 8th. Aaron Walker down 2, and Rebecca Olson taking over the points for Jada Pavlicek. The points transferred from there, so she is in 10th. Carter Jones moves up a spot as Mason Dolbeck moves down 3. Derek Farabee is not allowed to get any points as he's being a substitute, so Mason Dolbeck gets half the points he gets. That's why he's at 20.5 points behind. We're going to go night racing next week at Tesoro Speedway. It's going to be fun, so stay tuned.